Hello, I'm recording this on Halloween, and I was just thinking about some of the old things I remember from Halloween when I was a kid, when I used to go trick-or-treating, and just, this would have been 60s, I'd say, mostly early, mid, late 60s. So, anyway, I just went online and I found a few things, and I just want to do like a slideshow and then just talk about them. Now, this first one here, I think other people will remember this. They're wax lips, and they were just out at Halloween, and they were made of wax and they were sweet, so you could put them on your lips and then it looked like you had big colorful lips, but then you could also chew them up like gum, and it was kind of like chewing waxy gum. It was really, I think that's all wax and sugar and color. It's probably everything that's in there. But anyway, that was kind of fun. Wax lips, always wanted to get wax lips. I think they still make them. I don't know for sure. But anyway, that's a Halloween memory. And then this is a Creature from the Black Lagoon mask. Now, I remember when they had a lot of really nice masks. A lot of them were old movie monsters and sort of like characters. They were like hard plastic, and they had like a rubber band on the back that would hold it on your head, and they usually just had cutouts for eyes and sometimes the mouth. But this is a good example of I would say from the 60s probably, Halloween mask. Now, this was a candy that was very popular back then. These were little, and I think they still make them to this day, little caramels. Each one was wrapped in cellophane, and there were also these fudge ones too, so you could get fudge and caramel. And then I think people also made caramel apples with these, and there was other things you could do, but this on their own, each one was a little piece of candy for Halloween, and they were good, and they were old-fashioned. Now, this was another wax thing from the old days, and I remember getting these, and I really liked them. These, they might be called wonder whistles or something like that, I'm not sure, but it was all made of orange wax, and there was a little label on it, and a little paper label, and then you could actually play it like a harmonica. Like you blow into the part where the little holes are, and it would make different pitched sounds. It was really fun. It was fun. It was a musical instrument that you could later chew on. I mean, you can't get something like that today. But anyway, that was another fun thing. And then here's some more masks. There were a lot of clown ones back then. There were skeletons. There were cute ones, like little cute kitties and stuff. I see an owl on here. But anyway, this is probably, I want to say 60s, 50s Halloween masks. And a lot of times kids would just get a mask and, I don't know, throw together some other things, and boom, they were ready. It was pretty simple. Another wax, apparently it was all wax back in the old days, because these were also good. These are little pop bottles with some sweet colored Kool-Aid-y type stuff inside, so you could bite off the end, drink the sweet liquid, and then chew up the whole thing. So wax ruled the old days for Halloween. Yeah, these are called nickel nips. And they were like in a little paper thing that looked like a little carrying case for pop bottles. Another vintage mask, Wolfman, just very typical of the 60s. Oh, and here we go. Here's another one of those, and it is called a Wowie. And of course you see the witch, and apparently some people have held on to these, because I think I found this one on eBay, if I'm not mistaken. And then these were so cool. This was one of the best things you could get for Halloween. They had noise makers and things, but they also had, this is like a little friction toy. So you would hold it in your hand and you would pump that little lever at the bottom with your thumb, and the whole thing would spin around and sparks would fly around under that wheel, and then you can see there's like two little colored windows in it. So you'd see like those colors. You'd see red and green, and you'd see the sparks, and it made a kind of a clanky noise, like a little frictiony noise. And anyway, that was, if you could get one of these, you were really happy. And here's a picture of what they look like in the dark. So you're pushing, you're spinning, you're pumping this thing, it's making sparks, colors. It's better than anything there is. And then there were also these metal noisemaker things that, now on here, there's like two in the lower left. They're look like frogs maybe, or bugs, I'm not sure, beetles. And they just had a little metal thing and it would just click. So just noisemakers. There were some that were like rattles, and there were some that were like spark makers, and there were some that were like clicking sounds. Actually, some like little drums too. But anyway, this is just a sample of those. And there's another one of those little spark things, and this picture reminded me they not only use them for Halloween, but they also use them for the 4th of July. So this is like a patriotic red, white, and blue one. And I think when you spin it, you'd see red sparks, blue sparks, and then there's little spaces, so you'd see white sparks. You'd see red, white, and blue. And then you could salute the flag, and everything would be good. So I think that's the last slide. No, here's another spinny, friction noisemaker spinny toy with black cats and red, white, and blue, a spiral. Seriously, these were fun. I'm not kidding you. Maybe some of you over a certain age will be reminded or remember what they were like. I think this might be the last one. Yep. Back to the lips. But anyway, that's it. That's my story. Happy Halloween. And thanks for looking at these old-fashioned things from years ago.